Hi. So you're probably asking yourself the question, should I ignore my dog when I get home? Because there's a lot of contradictory information out there. And many people will tell you, yes, ignore your dog when you get home until he calms down and then greet them only once they're calm. So, what I'd like to share with you today is that ignoring your dog when you get home could actually make his anxiety or her anxiety worse. So, your dog may really be totally out of control when you open the door, and they may be jumping on you, and they may be like squealing, even. Some dogs literally scream because they are so. In the case of anxious dogs, they're out of control because they're feeling this tremendous relief uh, because of you having arrived home. It's like as soon as you open the front door, their panic disappears. Now, there's a difference between impulsive dogs that have no self-control at all, and so they do need to learn some self-control. And as far as those dogs are concerned, you can sort of just say hello, just to acknowledge them when you get home, and then ignore them until they settle down a bit. And that is a good way of not reinforcing the misbehavior and of actually teaching them, hang on, I only get greeted if I'm either sitting or standing or doing anything that is calm. So that is the case with impulsive dogs. Now, dogs that suffer from separation anxiety, like I just mentioned, they will greet you totally out of control because they feel this tremendous relief when you got home. It's like their panic immediately disappears. Now, those anxious dogs, you're not dealing with having to teach them self-control because their problem isn't lack of obedience. But, and what happens is if you ignore your dog when you get home, your anxious dog when you get home, what's going to happen is their anxiety will actually increase because you're not meeting an emotional need. And recent studies have shown that when emotional needs aren't met, anxiety rises. So try to look at it from your dog's perspective. He's been panicking all the time you were gone, and he heard the key turn in the doorknob, I mean in the door, and so immediate relief came and the panic ceased, and he's so like happy to see you, so relieved to see you that they can't control themselves, jumping up and down and barking and whatever they're doing. And we ignore them. And they don't know why you're ignoring them. And so they feel anxious. They're dying for connection with you, and you're just ignoring them. And that is why anxiety actually rises. Now, you may say, okay, fine, but I should greet my dog. I understand that. Let me meet his emotional needs. But I don't want him to carry on greeting me totally out of control. So you can actually satisfy his emotional needs and teach a bit of self-control at the same time. There's a simple way to do this. So don't ignore your dog when you get home, but then don't engage in this very enthusiastic greeting ritual either. So, what you can do is as soon as you get home, just say, hi, buddy, how was your day? Or whatever. Just something, just a tiny little piece of connection with your dog so that they feel acknowledged. And then you wait a bit until they're a bit calmer. And once they're a bit calmer, maybe you can just pat them or give them a short scratch behind the ear or whatever it is that your dog likes, or you can even give them a kiss. And then, okay, now I'm going to ignore you. And once he's calmed down completely to whatever calm means to him, then you can engage fully, with all the hugging and kissing and playing and whatever it is that both you and your dog enjoy doing when you reunite. I hope you found this useful, and subscribe to the channel to get access to a lot more free training videos. Take care.